What is going on, guys? Sean Don is back with a technical analysis of Jadyn Anczarski, the second technical analysis I've done on Jadyn this indoor season. And FYI, I recorded it once already, but forgot to turn on my microphone. So here I am doing it again. So this one is a little bit shorter than a usual technical analysis. It's because I have just distilled my thoughts into much more efficient words, which I'm usually not good at doing. Usually I am superfluous and I talk too much in these videos. So Jadyn, let's get to work. I'm going to check it out because like I said, I've already done this once and I've looked through this video probably about 10 times, so I have it down pat. So let's watch a few times. Left side view and back camera view. So Jadyn, you did switch from the wind in 2 turns to sling at 3 turns, and I think that is great adjustment. This orbit is much flatter. The rhythm throughout the throw is much better. It looks like you're moving more effortlessly. I'm not sure how much farther this throw is compared to the last video that I analyzed, but I'd like to imagine that you're throwing just as far, if not farther. Ball looks like it's moving. Rhythm is better. Orbit is better. Like I said, everything's a little bit better. And so yeah, let's break it down. So, like I said, sling start, bump start, good stuff. I'm slowly changing my mind on winding the weight and starting on how to start the weight. I think I used to say don't wind the weight ever, and now I'm just more towards the camp of whatever you're going to do, just do it right. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, because I see people sling start and they still do the same crappy stuff they would do with the wind. It just, yeah, I don't know. But that being said, Jadyn, you're doing this bump start really well. It comes off the hip, and then you reach out nice and long to the right side of the circle, so towards 270. You reach out. You want to reach out as far as you can, get this ball as far out to the right as possible while still keeping as much of the weight on your left side as possible. And then as you come through, you do a good job of waiting for the ball to pass. You can see posture is decent here. Hips could be more forwards, knees could be a little bit, at least this left knee could be a little bit more over this toe. That would shift your weight more on this left side and set this axis up better. But as you come off the heel, you can see you shift this left side back still, and this right side still doesn't work very much throughout the initial part of the throw. So as you come off the hip, Jadyn, you need to, once again, right here, you need to immediately think about working this right leg, whether it's the hip, knee, foot, doesn't matter. This whole right leg, right side needs to work and shift your weight to this left side while also propelling the ball. So like as the ball comes through here, this right foot should start turning just a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not perfect at it either, but it is hard, and it makes a huge difference in the throw. So if you can do that, it'll hold this left side much better. As you can see, this left side is right here in the throw, and then as we go through 0, it shifts back about a foot and a half. And that's kind of what sets up most of your problems throughout the rest of this throw. Like I said, I've already done the analysis once, so it's no surprise. But yeah, so using this right leg more in this initial entry is what you need, and then if you do that well, it will propel the ball more left. It will give you a wider orbit over on this left side, and it'll help keep more weight on this left side as well. So right here you can see your knee is back behind your heel, your hip is way back from the ball, behind your shoulders. Ideally, what you want to happen is to have your shoulders are going to stay where they're at. Your hips are going to get more forwards. Your knee is going to come more over this heel, mid-foot, sort of. And the ball, well, I guess if you do all this right and you get your knee more over your toe, your hips more forward towards the ball, your shoulders are going to come more forwards, and the ball is going to stretch more out to the left. So if you can get the ball out to the left side, probably just another, I don't know, 6-8 inches, that would make such a huge difference in your throw, and the rest of your throw would be so much better. So keep that in mind. Use more right side to hold that left side to get the ball out left. Right side is the engine, left side is the axis. Ball gets long out left. Throw is good. Otherwise, as you come through, good single support movement with the right leg. But then, so once again, because you are kind of short and you pull that left side away in the entry, this left side shifts back, and to get this right side through, you catch and your posture is a little bit broken. And because this happens, this shifts your load point throughout the rest of the turns. Your hips want to be underneath your shoulders, so what's going to happen here is as you come through the throw, your hips are going to progressively move more and more underneath your shoulders, or your shoulders are going to move over your hips, whatever it is, doesn't matter. As you come through, you catch. Posture's broken, hips want to get underneath, and as that happens, there's kind of a latency period. So when you catch with this broken posture, you can't quite get to work right away. So that low point shifts just a hair, and you short this left side again. So if you can catch with better posture on this first turn, it would make your throw dramatically different, much more efficient. So as you can see, your hips are back away from the ball, shoulders are forwards, and because of this, you can't really use that right side at all. As you can see, it doesn't really turn for a couple frames. Ideally, you want your shoulders back over your hips, over this left heel. You want everything in line on this catch. That would make it much more efficient. And then, as you come through, you would also be able to use your right side better. Once again, you use your right side better. You hold this left side better and don't shift it back so much like you do once again in this turn. Left shoulder should stay more or less here. Left heel's on the ground. Right side should propel the ball around the left side. But instead, once again, kind of what happens in the earlier turns gets magnified in later turns. So once again, this left side shifts back and pulls back to create tension. And so that's kind of once again characterized. That's how your throw is characterized in general, is this left side just kind of shifts back because this right side never quite does enough work. So as you come through, once again, your right leg movement in single sport is very efficient, so that's good. As you catch in the second turn, this is better posture. Your hips are more over your shoulders. It could still be a little bit better, but it's improved from the first turn. So like I said, if this is the natural position the body wants to be in, so set it up that way. You know, catch with good posture on the first turn and get right to work rather than catching with bad posture and, like I said, dealing with that latency period. So as you come through, right foot doesn't still turn that much because an object in motion stays in motion and your left side's already in motion, so your right side doesn't need to do as much work. But posture is better overall. Your left heel gets down as the ball is just inside the right foot, which is good, but then this right leg kind of gets left behind just a little bit, and you can see over here this left side's leading, so at this point the ball should be more or less even with your hips, shoulders, knees, ankles, everything kind of in line, whereas right now it's kind of, I'd say like 15 degrees ahead of it. So it's splitting hairs, but it makes all the difference in the throw. Once again, that's a result of this left side shifting back and not using that right side enough. As you come through, and once again, you can kind of see here the low point is shifting. Once the low point shifts past 0, so in front of 0, meaning 15, 30, 45 degrees, whatever, once the low point gets in front of 0, it's kind of an empty throw, as I call it, meaning you're not really applying any force to the implement. You're just kind of turning with it and pulling that left side to keep the tension. So once that low point shifts in front of 0, the throw pretty much becomes entirely left-sided, and there's really no way to get that right side back unless you're really, really short double support, and that's not a good thing to do. Just use your right side better from the start. As you come through, once again, good right leg movement. Solid stuff here. And on this catch, you can see posture is, once again, improving. Once again, this is where the body wants to be, so just set it up that way to start. And then, yeah, so as you come through, like, you don't catch very late or anything. You should catch kind of early. As you come through, good posture. Shoulders could be back more over hips, you can see, because you don't quite have your shoulders back over your hips. You're going to get pulled, I won't say pulled. As you come through the release, you're going to have all this energy kind of back in the circle still instead of getting all your energy out forwards. Forwards meaning towards the camera in this angle or to the right in this view. As you come through, you get kind of pushed back into the circle, and that right side comes off. So, yeah. Overall though, much improved, much improved. Bump start, sling start, 3 turns. Orbit, like I said, is so much better. But yeah, in general, I still think you have another meter or 2 in the tank, which is cool. As you come through, like I said, just setting up the left side axis, getting more weight on that right side, getting the ball more out left, and like I said, the number one thing is using more right side. in the throw. I think that is what will really take you to the next level. And then catching with good posture. So I think right here in this entry, it all comes back to using this right side more, holding this left side more, keeping that left side strong, steady, stable, and then catching with good posture on this first turn. Hips forward, shoulders back over the hips, back over the left side, back over the left heel, whatever you want to call it. If you can do that, it'll make your throw so much more efficient because, like I said, your turns, once you have the initial momentum, are pretty good. You just got to set it up right. You set up that entry right, you will smack a throw, I bet. So, alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sean Don has completed yet another technical analysis. If you guys want one of your own, go to SeanDonnelly.biz, services page, Instagram technical analysis, or in-depth technical analysis, $5 or $15. Doesn't matter. I do it all. It doesn't bother me. Sign up, start making them technical gains because indoor season is here. And let's be real, we all want to win medals and championships and break records and set PRs. So skip out on them 2 Chipotle burritos and get a technical analysis. And yeah, like I said, set those PRs. Make yourself proud. It'll feel good, I promise. So, alright, thanks for watching. Sean Don, peace and out. Until next time, boom.